Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV. We're here for the rest for you. Monday, 6 p.m. And do smash the like button, do hit the subscribe button, hit the share button as well. Lots of decisions this weekend and big talking points as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link into the chat right now. So anyone can join if they want to, right? Because I would like to have a good debate for the next hour about diving in particular, following a certain red card for Aston Villa. So do hit the like button. Please do hit the share button. If you want to come on, please come on. You're more than welcome to. And yeah, let's get into this. So first point of call I'm going to go to is the Aston Villa versus Manchester United game. And when I mentioned about diving simulation, I was talking about Ollie Watkins. Now, Ollie Watkins, he really let his team down in this one. Really let his team down. His first yellow card was a nailed-on yellow card. Right, took the player out. That's a nailed-on yellow card straight away. So not you want a yellow card, you should know. Don't give the referee a reason to send you off. Right? Don't do anything stupid. Right? And he was doing that for I think most of the game, but then he tried to do what he basically tried to simulate. He tried to cheat by diving, right, to get a penalty. The referee saw that straight away. Now, usually when referees have seen this before, they don't do what it says in the rules and book the player, right, or give him a second yellow, especially if they're on the second yellow, right, and they're already on a yellow, and the next one will get them sent off. This is where I actually got to give credit. I know, like the referees are shit. All right, okay, but you actually got to give the referee credit here. He actually booked him again and sent him off. Right, he sent him off for a second yellow card, which under the rules simulation is a yellow card. Right, doesn't care if it's the second yellow, doesn't care if it's the first yellow. It's a yellow card. So he's done that. And he's getting himself sent off. Completely correct decision. It was not a penalty, ever a penalty. He was looking for it, dived down, thought he could get away with it, and no, I'm sorry, right? And I think he would deserve the ear battering he's going to get from his manager, right? And probably the deduction in wages or anything like that. When he find that he wants to impose on them, that's what I'd do as a manager anyway, right? But because I can't stand cheats, I can't stand them. Please do hit the like button. Do hit the share button, please. Do hit the share button. Mike in the chat. Henderson knew he was diving, hence he pulled out the challenge. Well said. I mean, you're welcome to come on if you want to, mate. I mean, definitely, it's sorry, I'm just looking at something there. But anyway, do hit the like button, do hit the share button, please. Please share the stream and share the content. This is for Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Don't forget, tomorrow we've got our big, the most important stream of the week, which is Liver Awareness Show. Every Tuesday, looking at something different. We're looking at either heart disease. We're thinking about even doing heart disease or leukemia. And I think I might have chosen heart disease and do leukemia next week. So because obviously heart disease and leukemia are one that, like, leukemia is you catch it more often, but like the big killer is like heart disease at the minute. So and lots of people get affected by heart disease as well. So we want to raise awareness about that as well. So keep your eyes out for that. And it's nice because it's something to learn about as well, and something not I like to learn about as well, different conditions and what they mean and that. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. And it helps anyone who does have heart disease find the right places to find the right information. So yeah, so back to the football. We had the Popper penalty claim, which was committed by Douglas Luiz. That is a definite penalty. It is a definite penalty. Mikel the Clown. I only know it's the Spuds, but Kane goal was not way offside. VAR party poopers yet again. We'll come to that because I think I might have missed that one, but again, it's like second margin of difference, right? And this is what I keep saying. There should be like a marginal advantage line, basically a second line. So if you cross that second line, you then are offside because you've gained an advantage, right? Having an advantage where it's that fucking small, how is that an advantage? How? Can someone explain that to me? How is that an advantage? I'd love to know. I'd love to know if someone can explain how something like that gap is fucking gaining an advantage. I'd love to know. Leave it in the chat. Do you think that's an advantage or not? And do you think there should be a second line to try and justify that? But like I said, with the whole Man United and Villa game, the reason I put this one out first is because, right, the Ollie Watkins thing, right? So many players now try and dive because they know they've got to fall on the floor to try and get a penalty. We all know this. But every time a player tries to stand up and stay up, though he's been quite literally hacked to the ground, right? He is not going to get a penalty if he tries to stay up. So as soon as he makes contact and he doesn't get the ball, they're going to fall on the floor like they've been shot by a sniper, right? But it also then leads to players trying to deceive the referee to get one. So they know if they fall on the floor, most likely chance they'll give one. And that's what Ollie Watkins tried to do. And to do it whilst on a yellow card is nuts. It's absolutely fucking bonkers. And he deserves everything he gets with that second yellow. Absolutely everything he gets. And for once, the referee makes the right decision and has the balls to send him off. So it's not even that, mate, but they don't even draw the line straight up half the time. Anyway, yeah. Well, link's in the chat, mate. You can have your say on it. Everyone, the link is in the chat. It's an open session tonight, this evening, so you're all welcome to come on. We're going to be on for an hour, so I'm just going to... yeah, so sorry.
It's been in that time again, eh? Good time.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, the Greenwood handball. That's not handball. That's not handball. My absolutely correct decision. There was no handball. I applaud the Watkins one, but there will still be no consistency with the refs. Yeah, of course there'll be no consistency with the refs. We know the referees are shit, right? We know the referees are shit, right? When it comes to Champions League final, they're not going to referee Champions League final, right? And there's a reason for that. They're not going to be in the Euros because there's a reason for that. They're not going to be in the World Cup because there's a reason for that. And that's because these refs are utter shit. They are shit. Right? Me and you could do better. I'm telling you, me and you could do better. It's not even that difficult. Compared to how some people look at it, I'm sorry. Some of the decisions they've made are just unbelievable. And it sometimes gets, it feels like it gets worse every time, every week, every match day. It's ridiculous. In terms of my team, Arsenal, or Mikel the Clown, definitely big you up in there. Saka penalty, wrong. Was it a penalty? Was it a penalty? Was it not? Was it is? Or was it not? That's a pen for me. He never caught the ball. He never got the ball. He took down the player, never caught the ball. For me, that's a penalty. I don't care how anyone spins that. That is a penalty for me. He is never. People will say he might have intended to get the ball. Well, that's what every defender does. Everyone can go down, commit a foul, and go, I intended to get the ball, ref. Right? They're not intending to hurt the player. They're intending to get the ball. But in the end, he's never caught the ball. He's took the player out. So I'm sorry, that's a penalty. If he's got no contact on the ball whatsoever, that is a penalty. Luckily, it didn't mean that we ended up losing the game or drawing the game. Lucky because the West Brom was probably that poor, but there you go. 100% agree, Stephen. Absolutely. So keep hitting the like button, please. Do share the stream. Right, let's get people watching. Come on, let's get people watching. Let's get up to 20 likes, please, on this video. Do smash the like button. Do smash the subscribe button as well. Right, every subscription counts. It helps support Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Right, I don't know how to stress this enough. So yeah, Wolves versus Brighton. Wolves versus Brighton. Bird penalty claim, dubious, debatable. That is a very debatable, and I'd love someone to. I'd love to get people on here now to debate that, because that's a very touchy one for me. That could have gone either way. I've seen them given, and I've not seen them given. So, yeah, man, honestly, I'm just going to quickly react to a message. Right, so yeah, anyway, please do smash the like button. Bird penalty claim, dubious, debatable. Seen them given, mate. I've seen them given, right? And I mean, when I heard the commentary, they weren't convinced it was a penalty. Some could say it's not a penalty. Some could say it definitely is a penalty, in my opinion. So, yeah, for me, it's debatable. That you could call that either way for me. But in terms of the Wolves Brighton game, Dunk was a definite red card. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever. That is a red card. Right? He took the player out, and he was the last man on the ball. The Wolves and Brighton one was a toss-up of a coin job. Yeah, like I said, you get 1 week a referee will give. That is literally 1 week where a referee will give it, and the next week he won't, because the people have different perceptions on it. What would you think? Would you have given it, or would you say, because you can't definitely say it's a pen, you wouldn't give it? Because me, I can't definitely say it's a penalty, so I couldn't give it. That's how I would feel, but as a referee. But this is why I like to do this program, to this show, because it gives you the chance, the fans, to have a go and be the ref and be the referee and have a look at it from their side. We've got Billy back again. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? Sorry, long time no see. How you doing?
I'm not too bad, mate. Right, just quickly, Thursday.
Oh, I'm trying to move on.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Oh
I think
my
we
God.
can.
I was even contemplating not watching the game yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it. I did watch it because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I couldn't resist in the end. But you know, to be fair, I always thought that maybe us losing wasn't the worst thing because Arteta would get sacked, but he hasn't been sacked, so it just makes it even worse.
Stan's even backed him. So they're going to spend
Exactly.
money. It
And
says
we
it all
thought,
in a nutshell, doesn't it?
and we thought that maybe not having European football would mean that the Kroenkes would want to sell, but that's not the messages we're getting at the moment.
No, this is going to be a one drawn-out fight. They're quite happy to drive a club through the mud.
Do you
Already
think?
in the mud.
Do you think, Stephen, it's us versus them?
Yeah, it is. Do you know what? I said in my match reaction, I hate Arsenal Football Club. I said I hate it.
You love it as well.
I tell you why. That club does not represent Arsenal Football Club.
It doesn't.
That is not Arsenal Football Club. Right? If I had it my way, to be honest, right, I'll put it back so we make sure we have our values and traditions, no matter what happens, right? That badge is for branding. Get that fucking badge out of my face. Right? Bring back the old one.
Yeah.
Right? Go back to the old days. Right? If you see my recent thumbnails, I've been using all the old badges.
Victoria
Concordia Crescent.
Yeah.
Victory through harmony. How's that harmony for that?
There's no victory.
There's no harmony for that, is there? There's no
There's
victory
no victory either.
So yeah, so I'm sorry that club is not Arsenal Football Club. That's just someone who's just piking the fucking badge.
No,
right?
You know what I would do? I would keep the badge until the Kroenkes go, and then once we get the new owners in, and we start playing.
Can you not try and put YouTube links in the chat, please? So cool.
And then once we get rid of the Kroenkes, and we start playing proper football, we can get rid of the badge, and then get the old one, and then we're back to, because if we get the old badge and the Kroenkes are still here, it doesn't mean anything, does it? Because the Kroenkes
it just doesn't mean anything. It just there's a slogan in it.
Surely we should keep this terrible plastic badge because it represents what the Kroenkes are. Yeah.
Anyway, mate, we'll go through the rest of you, and we're going on back the.
Oh, that was a red card.
Yeah, that red card. Actually, they actually did the right thing, which is booking for simulation, which you never see them do, right? And they wonder why simulation's so out of control, because you don't fucking punish them. Well, you punish them and punish them harshly. You never have a problem with it. But yeah, Wolves, Brighton, the penalty claim with that challenge on Bird. Would you give him that? Because I couldn't feel myself to give that, because like I can't guarantee that's 100% a penalty.
What, the one on
where he's dragged? I think where the Wolves look like he's dragged him to the floor.
Oh yeah, that one. They were both tangled up in each other, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. You
see that all the time. They were both wrestling each other, so
yeah, it's you can justify it, to be honest, but the red card is.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given it as a penalty, personally.
yeah, the red card though is definitely
No, yeah, it
definitely
was.
not.
It was.
Like,
I don't know. I think Fabio Silva went down a bit easily, but it was a red card. It was a red card. I don't know
yeah.
why doesn't Lewis Dunk just let him go and hope that Patricio hope that Sanchez can save it, and then if he scores it's 1-1 instead of having 1-0 with 10 men, which was
I don't
almost
know. You'd
harder.
have to ask him. You'd have to ask him on that one. I'm sure even Graham Potter asked him as well. But there you go. Moving on to Manchester City, Chelsea. The Sterling penalty claim that wasn't given. For me, that's a penalty, right?
Yeah,
He's run into the back of him. And he's clipped the back of him. Never caught the ball. So
no,
doesn't
that
look like
one
he
was.
intended to it as well.
You know what baffled me with that one is that on yesterday, I'm pretty sure Douglas Luiz did the same thing to Pogba and bundled into the back of him, just like Zuma did to Sterling.
Mm.
And the one yesterday was given for Man United. Well, that's because they're Man United. But also, yeah, where's the consistency?
I know this is the problem we've had all season. This is the problem we have all season long, and it will get worse. Is that the consistency? It will never change, and this is why they wonder why English refs don't end up representing us in Europe, because they're not consistent enough, and that's the end of it. And until, I mean, that's the rest. I mean, like we mentioned about the offside rule, the offside thing again about the drawing the line and everything like that. And this ain't actually my idea. This came from Talkman News' idea, but his idea was about a second margin of difference. To say, like, instead of having that much where they say, oh, if you're off by that much, you're offside.
Yeah.
Basically, you have a second line. So if you say here's your line and here's a second line, if you go beyond that line, you're definitely offside.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's hard because it's frustrating when we see Saka be offside by like a toenail.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is offside. But again, it's from the most ridiculous tiny margin, which also means that he didn't gain an advantage, did he, Saka, from being offside? And offside is to stop the offside rule is to stop people from goal hanging and to stop people having that unfair advantage. But Saka didn't have an advantage there because he was literally half a toenail offside against Fulham. And then also Pepe against Everton. I think that it should be if you have part of your body that you can score with onside, then it should be onside. So if you have your foot onside or if you have your chest or your head onside, then it should be allowed. It should be onside. Because you can't score with your hand, or you can't score with your body. So if you point the ball, that shouldn't be offside.
I'm just having a look at somebody. Dario, how are you? Been a long time no see. Offside should be your whole body. It's simple. How is a hand an advantage at all? Well, the hand isn't an advantage because you can't fucking score with it. You can't. How can you be offside with something you can't score with? Right? How is it your hand has to be offside with? Right? And you count that as an advantage because you can't use that unless you're fucking Maradona, right? To score a goal with. So I don't get it. I don't get it. It's baffling. And will these referees ever change? No. What I will do is I'll bring up some statistics on this actually, in terms of yellow cards and red cards between each referee. Mike Oliver has the most yellow cards and equal red cards as well. Anthony Taylor was 66, Mike Axel 55. So Andre Marino 57, Jonathan Moss. Is that this season though? Yeah, that's filtered by this season. Yeah, so it's like you don't want. You see Michael Oliver play 27 games, but you really don't want the fucking Michael Oliver, right? Because something's bound to happen in that game. He's always bound to make some stupid decision, but there you go. We're going to go to, obviously, we're still Man City, Chelsea, and there was the second penalty, which I don't think anyone can argue that's a definite penalty.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a definite penalty for me. The offside decisions were right, absolutely. I don't know if Mike's live in a minute. I could definitely, if he is, he can come on and give us his Newport. He wanted to go on for some of the Newport decisions, but there you go. Yeah, so it's just these. Just go through some of these comments actually. Mikel, you are losing.
Yeah, something's beeping.
Oh, sorry. That would be. Why is he doing that all the time? He always goes to the bloody camera's microphone. I don't want to go to the camera's microphone. If I did, I'd close this bloody setting. Right, but there you go. Yeah, get lasagna. Yeah, get lasagna out on the. Yeah, we're not Spurs. We're not that bar. Well, we say we're Spurs, but we say we're not Spurs, but we are bottlers. To be honest, we are bottlers. But I say with the handball. No, with the offside, is that I think until they introduce another line in that offside, it's never going to change. Right? And I mean, what do you think about the new rule? Because I think the new rule they've got for next season is that if a part of you is onside, you're onside. So basically, if your finger, right, is sticking out like that, and you're onside,
Yeah,
it's onside. I mean, that's just stupid. That's just
yeah.
actually. I mean, that just gets worse. I don't know what's worse, whether have it as it is now, or has it is back, or have it like that. I don't know what.
I don't think VAR is the problem. I think it's the people that
No,
run
it's
it.
not the VAR. I've always said it's not VAR.
It's the people that run it. And I think they should get independent people to the referees, because the referees don't want to kind of pick out their mates, do they? Or tell their mates they're wrong.
Do you think they should go to other sports and ask them how to use the VAR successfully, like rugby?
like in cricket?
Yeah, no, like rugby, cricket, tennis, like
Yeah.
they
I think
have their own
with that,
system.
I think with that, it's a lot.
Rugby in particular.
Yeah, in rugby, right? So the referees will have a chat first, and then they'll all look at the big screen.
And you can all hear the chat as well.
Yeah,
so you
and
know
you can hear the third referee. I forgot what he's called, but the TMO. You can hear the guy in the TMO. Television match official. You can hear him speaking. So there's clear communication, and also everyone can see what's going on, instead of just the referee and the guys back at in the van. But I think everyone needs to hear what they're saying first of all, and I also think that the referee needs to go and look at the monitor. And therefore, if the referee goes to look at the monitor, there's less error in it.
Yeah. I mean, and the one thing is definitely like with clear communication as well, because like the amount of times we've seen with VAR, we don't know really what they're making out or what they're saying or what they're looking at, right?
Yeah.
Or whether they're looking at the right thing or not. And then we also go like look at it, and then we go to it's like they're looking at it and then they go look at when they go and look at the monitor, for example. I need to look at it on the monitor. Like rugby, they do it show it on a big screen instead. They don't show it on a little monitor for only the referee only. They look at the big monitor.
Yeah.
Right? But when you yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, when you have that with the referee and you see that monitor as well,
Yeah.
is the how many still images they see, right? How many videos they see? Because you only see them, they see one image, and then make their minds up straight away, and they don't see like the whole angle of the foul. Because you can see what a foul from one end, it doesn't look like a foul at all, and you can see it from another end, and it looks like he's completely taking him out.
Interesting fact. Did you know that? I'll tell you an interesting fact that you might want to say. Did you know that video is actually not a real thing? How they do video is actually it's just a load of pictures put together. So you think about frames is actually
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think that like they should have multiple images of an incident to
Yeah.
play back, and instead of having just one look at it? Because when you look at a foul, you can look at one and it really absolutely a foul and no all day long, and even look like a booking. And next minute, it looked like he caught the ball. It's like the
Yeah, I
second
think
one.
there
You
should
saw
be.
one image where it looked like taking him out, but then the other side, it could show him catching the ball.
I think they should have multiple replays and kind of look at it from every angle. I think things always look worse in slow-mo, don't they? But
Yeah, I get the
yeah,
point that no one wants to. I know you. I know you don't want to have. I think. I know you don't like. You want to slow the game down. I get that, right? Because we love how fast the Premier League is, but in the end, oh, it's gone. In the end, that it's better to get the decision. For me, I'd rather have the decisions right than not have the decisions at all. To be honest. Than to get the decisions wrong and have the pace of the game. Because don't forget, some of these decisions that happen could end up like getting teams relegated. I remember Bolton, they were 1-0 up and they lost 2-1 for 2 goals that should have been disallowed. Right? And if those 2 goals were disallowed, they would have stayed up. So these decisions have a massive impact on teams getting relegated. And then what happens is these teams get relegated and then they lose a hell of a lot of money because of it. And what do the referees do? They just take a paycheck, right, and then go again next week. And then screw it up the next week. And then the next week. And it doesn't ever look like they're learning at all. It doesn't look like they're using technology and thinking of how to use it better or thinking of different ways of using it to make it better. I honestly do feel until someone maybe from another from a referee from a different sport or something like that comes in and be an independent, that's all right. That's all right, Billy. And actually has a look at the issue and from another perspective, from instead of a football perspective, it's never going to change. It will never change. It will never change. And we'll be doing reviews from the ages going on how shit the refs are and how crap the refs are. But there we go. I'm going to go to some of the comments now. Michael, please to throw out Forteta. Yeah, to throw out Forteta. Michael Clown again. Can I hear a female voice? That's no. That's my family. That's my mum and my sister. Actually, that's weird. That's weird. I think if the refs have mics, they are less likely to do stupid things because every move will be scrutinized. Yeah, Really, we scrutinise them now, though. To be honest, when they make a clear, obvious error, we scrutinise them now, but then they go out next week and do it again. So does it really change? Does it? Maybe, but I do agree with the whole mic thing. I think that they should have been mic'd up ages ago, right? And they are mic'd up. I think that that should be played out when they're making a decision like that over VAR, right? Because everyone's stopped in the game and everyone's like, well, is it? Is it a goal? Is it a free kick? Is it this? Is it a penalty? What's going on, right? And during that time where we're waiting to either him go to the monitor or make a decision, we're sitting there like, what the fuck's going on here, right? So it's better for them to actually start communicating to the fans in the stadium and also showing the pictures up on the big screen to show this is what we're looking at, guys, right? And this is what we're talking about and where we're seeing this from. And if you do that, I am no doubt in my mind, right? The fans will be patient, right? Because I'm sure the fans would rather just get the decisions right, and have a fair game than just have a completely fast game and it with crap decisions and getting players sent off for no reason, right? They would be more patient to be because they can hear that the fact that the referees are talking about this and they're actually trying to make the decision. It's just taking them a bit of time to look at all the images and make and come to a conclusion. Dario, again, what it means is sometimes that the decision is based on VAR, but we don't know why even we watch them. We watch them watch VAR. It will make it clearer what's going on in the refs than in the ref's head, even if we don't agree. Yeah, it just makes it clear. Even if we don't agree with what the referee's seeing, right, we can then just see, well, that's his view on it, right? We might not agree with it, but that's his view on it. Especially when it comes to dubious decisions like that Bird free kick, that Bird penalty claim. I've seen referees give them. Absolutely. Now, for me, I don't think that's a penalty. I can't really to say that's a definite penalty. But for some referees, they said, "Oh, he's dragged him straight to the ground. That's a definite penalty." So you're always gonna have that. You're always gonna have someone who differs opinion to someone else, right? Because it's all about opinion, and everyone's opinion is different. On everyone's viewpoint is different. So everyone's view on football is different. So you're never going to come to a complete agreement, right? You're never going to. No matter what technology you put in, no matter what you do with the refs in terms of mic them up, you're never going to come to a complete conclusion where everyone in the stadium's happy, right? But that is the best decision. It's a fact, right? And the fact that people are trying to make sure that you're trying to prove it does happen like that, it's you. Well, I'm sorry, mate, you can't do that because unfortunately, opinion is all about difference, right? I think something's like that, and another guy thinks it's completely different. It's like me saying I think Lewis Hamilton's the best in Formula One, and someone saying no, Michael Schumacher is different, is the best in Formula One. It's a difference of opinion, and you're always going to have that. So I'm sorry if you think you're going to get the referees to come to a complete conclusion that all of everyone in the stadium is completely happy, managers, players, fans, staff, everyone. I'm sorry, you're lying to yourself, and you need to wake up because that's not how it works. It does. That's not how it works. Personally, mate, I think we should have a sensor system like with tennis, but the offsides only so we'll beat for the offside only so we'll be off if offside and just use VAR for the other decisions. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Shane, nice to see you in the chat again. Personally, I think we need refs that have played at the game at the high level. This is the first ever time I actually agree with Souness. Yeah, that's a good point. He's got a very good point there as well, and that's probably one time I do agree with Souness as well. And that is a point. Someone with a playing career experience, right? So they can see it from a player's point of view. But it's just not going to change, is it? It's never going to be right, no matter what anyone says. And will it make a massive impact? Whether certain things change or not. I think we could try these things to see if it happens and to see if it works. If it don't, then we stick to what we've got. But surely, I think also these referees, I don't think it's just the fact that we need to do this, we need to mic them up, we need to do this, we need to do that. I think these referees need education, to be honest. They need to sort of understand and sort of know what the rules clearly are stating. I don't think sometimes the referees completely understand what the rule is saying, right? Which is why you come up with some weird and wonderful decisions. And I think they need to sort of sit down before the start of the season and prep. Right, this is how much we're going to push until someone gets booked. This is what we're going to accept until someone gets a red. Right? This is what we're going to accept until someone's got a penalty. This is how much we're going to accept to say someone's got a simulation. Right? And when we do that, this is when someone does simulation, like Ollie Watkins, we punish them, whether it be a yellow card or a red card. Right? They need to make it very clear to say, this is what we're going to accept, and if people don't and stick by that, don't flip flop because someone's disagreeing with you, because they already did that, and then no one knows. I mean, does anyone know really what the handball means now? Like, because 1 week you could do that, and that's a penalty because it's hit your arm, and the next minute you could jump, and because you're jumping like that, it's hit his hand, and they could say it's not a penalty because it's natural movement, even though that one is completely by your chest and it's got your arm's not even stretching out to try and just stretching out to catch it. So it's just mad. It's mad. We need clear rules as well. At times I feel sorry for the refs and officials because it feels like there is a rule change every week. They don't know the rules, but at times I don't even think Prem do. Yeah, I doubt if they know him either. But hey, there we go. And the debate will continue about referees and what to do with them all the time anyway. But we have come into the end of the show anyway. I am due to try and get on Football United TV at 7 before my last stream of the day, which is about Rafa Benitez, and we're going to be doing a lovely chat about him. So please do, if you're an Arsenal fan, you want to get back down to this one. This is all about trying to find a replacement and what managers are out there to replace Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. Obviously, will they actually replace him? We don't know. Probably not. But at least have a look at what targets are out there if we did decide to sack him now. So, but yeah, thanks for everyone that's watching as usual. Been a great stream, good debates, good talking points, great comments as well. And I hope to see you all back again soon. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and support the charity Children's Disease Foundation, as well as SFeatleyTV and our community. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, right? We've got to get the food out first. But yeah, stay well, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.